This is a good way to start off the evening with prayer requests. I am blessed. Just said good evening. Mark Z and everyone, please pray for my husband as he's headed to surgery out of state in North Carolina for appendicitis. Also, Mountain Mom asking for the prayer warriors as well. Please say a prayer for my son-in-law. He just had sinus surgery and is in a lot of pain. Oh, yeah, I don't even want to picture that one. Makes my head hurt. Hello, Carla Marie. Hello, Just Granny. Wait, asking for prayers from oldest brother. He collapses and in the ER. He's alert and oriented, but 6 hours away from me. Whoa, lots of prayers for this evening. Hello, Savvy. Hello, Larry SJA. Jamie. Let's hope this is our weekend. It definitely is feeling awesome. Hello, T-Bone. Hello, Kit Kat B. Hello. What does the silver bar look like? I'll see if I can pull up. We don't have a physical one in hand because they're not stamping them until what's the 26th. My understanding is they start delivering them on the 26th when they start sending them out, which is next Wednesday. I was hoping to have one in my hands before then. Somewhere we've got the art for it. I say somewhere we've got the art for it, guys. I'm looking. I may have to search. I'll show it tomorrow morning. I don't want to take away from this evening because it could take me a while to dig through millions and millions of thumbnails. Maybe not millions, but lots, hundreds of thumbnails to find it. Oh, wait, nope. Yeah. No luck there, guys. I'll have to dig later and find it and have it prepared for tomorrow, for mañana, to show you guys. Hello, Julie. Hello, Ken. Michael F. Hello, Rick and Tina. Oh, before I forget, guys, we do have somebody that has got to sell some of their currency to pay bills. Particularly tough, especially what appears to be right here at the end. Has dinar, dong, zim, bolifar, and Indonesian currency. Guys, I'm just going to drop the email. It is up to you guys to reach out, find out what, etc. Pricing, workout deals, whatever you guys. Just let's see. Boom. There it is. Hello out, Dr. Girl. Let's see. No, I totally understand that, guys. Take care of your bills and everything first. Take care of yourselves first before extra travel, extra visits, etc. Trump with, well, we know he visited earlier this week based on flight logs and people on the ground seeing him. We don't know. Did he meet with them? We don't know, guys. They are really keeping things quiet. Let's see. Don't buy the Bolivar. He won't talk about it. John, no, it's not that. I just don't know what to tell you. I talk about it all the time. Told it's in the basket. Have no idea what the value is. Otherwise, I'd talk about it more. I bought some, quite a bit of it. Does buy no J branch? Isn't that a great question? All right, guys, let me do the advertisement and then let's dive into what we have so we can call Friday night a wrap and get ready for tomorrow. The first series of arrests have been made after Iranian schoolgirls were poisoned with chemical and biological attacks. Students experienced numbness, temporary paralysis, and near blackouts. Unfortunately, an attack like this could likely strike us here at home in the U.S. anytime now. That's why I highly recommend the Patriot M54 gas mask. The Patriot M54 gas mask offers ultimate respiratory and facial protection against the most commonly used chemical agents used in attacks, including tear gas, pepper spray, and other toxic gases. Get the Patriot M54 gas mask for 70% off with free rush shipping and 100% lifetime replacement guarantee included by going to getagasmask.com or simply use the link down below in my description. Yeah, boy, I tell you, I really wish I knew what to expect from Venezuela. Really wish I knew exactly what to tell you guys. Let's see, Kaka UFM, hello in Idaho. Trump speaking tonight, been speaking today. We have some of the folks there at the event tonight. Can't wait to get results, or excuse me, get a on the ground report. Hello, Jacqueline. I think that's Jacqueline. I think it's Jacqueline. Hello, Gigi. Yeah, I'll be surprised too, Gigi. What's the shirt say? I've read the final chapter. God wins. Hello, Mr. Hubbard. Jacqueline. Okay, so I got it right. Well, I got it right the first time. Then totally messed it up. Oh, Bulldog. My twins, Jessica and Janelle, 23 today. Happy birthday, Bulldog, to your twins. Jimmy is saying that Bruce said they confirmed Trump met with the elders, boots on the ground. I definitely know he was there. I just don't know if he did or didn't. They are keeping that very quiet. All right, let's do this one. Let's jump right in. Let's hit the banner, talk about what news we have. Now, before I forget on the news, I want to hit this every time in hopes that this weekend some of you guys will take the time. This is IamExtremeMAGA.com. Looking for videos. You have to upload them via Rumble and then just post the Rumble link for them so they can be pulled down for the filmmaker. Trying to change the narrative, letting people know what kind of people really are. Identify as a MAGA or Make America Great Again person. Whatever your background is, whether it is you volunteering at a food kitchen, whether it's you at a picket helping, volunteering, you as a truck driver, you as a nurse, you as a doctor. We have to stop letting them demonize and point out to people that these are your everyday neighbors that are just trying to help you and live life. So I want to make certain I say that every time we do a podcast in hopes that we can get enough to make a difference. All right, let's get into Iraq. Finance Minister discusses economic cooperation with Canada and Europe. I missed this one by 2 days, but I'm not too far off on this one. I think it's important. A third world country with no currency meets with world leaders all the time in development for massive $1 million and billion-dollar projects, guys. Really good one. EduMatrix put one out. Iraqi news, CBI, important breaking news. The breaking news out of Iraq that they're reporting. I am looking, should have articles for you tomorrow morning on this one. The CBI just threw big money to buy Chinese want to buy Chinese currency or China's currency for their foreign currency reserves. They have always been extremely heavily and nearly predominantly only invested in the US dollar, some Vietnamese, etc. But this marks a major swing in the direction at the CBI. And I think it is important, as it looks like Iraq as well has started to embrace BRICS. So I think that's a big piece of news. And a couple of videos for you guys on how do you pronounce Eid al-Fitr. I'm not going to get that one right. I wasn't raised in the country. And also what it is historically, the holiday, just so everybody understands it. Thought it was awfully neat. You guys took the time to find those things so I could share them. Let's take that off so it's not distracting. We continue to get all kinds of all over the board information. Expecting some bond updates over the weekend so that I can share them with you. Most of them are expecting full release of money on Tuesday right now is what they're being told. We will see how it goes. Stay calm. We continue to get reports out of Iraq. The HCL and budget will be done before May 1st. We also believe that the rate will follow very quickly with the completion of HCL. Not, hey, we've agreed on it, but I'm talking about Parliament passed, stamped, done officially. So all eyes are on the next few days or week or so. Yvonne, I can't find I've heard it too. I've heard all kinds of stuff about bond people getting money, but I can't find a single bond person that has that spendable cash. So for me, until you have economic receipt, till you can spend it, it is just hopeful. Let's see. 03 USM Sergeant. Can you look? Send me your exact handle, like caps, space, everything on YouTube. and let me know, and I will look. But I have to have it exactly how you spell it, say it, do it. It's got to be exact for me to be able to find out and do any good for you. Mm-hmm. I like that one, Diamond. And it's making a difference. It's not a huge, well, I shouldn't say that. I think it's a huge difference when you take a international brand like Bud Light and you can cut into 10%, 5-6% of their revenues. You cut in 10% or so of their sales. You're making a serious dent. Question is will people fade on this boycott or go right back to it? All right, now I got to keep going, guys, because I know we all want to be able to call it a day. Maybe the bond people are in NDAs, very possible. But many of them have no problem continuing to talk to me because they are still waiting for their money. Now we're going to keep running. Larry Kudlow, Biden is creating a responsibility tax. It's not even that. This is an important, very important topic. Biden is pushing for basically a tax on those with good credit so that people with subprime credit can get into houses to suck up some of this inventory as the real estate industry has started, home sales have started to crater, time on market, prices, etc. Sounds like a neat thing, right? So hardworking families that pay their bills are now going to be asked to pay extra for their mortgages so somebody with poor credit can get a house. This is troubling. Why is this troubling? One, we'll leave out the whole equity stuff and how we got to make everything fair. Let's just leave that one on the table for now. It is subprime. In other words, people that don't have that financial right or may not be able to afford a complete down payment. So now we're going to subsidize that. We're going to put people in mortgages and houses that can't afford to be in mortgages and houses. And that is dangerous. If there's any blip in the economy or their income, then suddenly you have a massive number of people in foreclosures that start. So you're talking about ruining them financially. You're pitching it as a positive thing. But now the other side of this is this something to help BlackRock? Is this something to help the banks? Because when they can't pay it and there's a foreclosure, who has the property? And then the government bails out the mortgage company, and then you've got these, who's going to own that property? I'm very, it's sussy in my opinion, this entire program. I'm gonna keep running. Hand over 1 billion of Russian blood money is what the Ukraine is telling Shell. Politico, they're all about this. They love the idea. Of course, Russia has continued to sell Ukraine, everybody oil. And now the Ukraine saying, hey, we want you to go in there and just go ahead and do it. Oil and gas giant Shell must donate more than 1 billion in unexpected profits from the potential sale of its assets in Russia to help rebuild Ukraine, according to a top Kiev official. Isn't that like something? Guys, that is like somebody coming to you. You've been working your whole life, whatever. You sell off another piece of property, you sell off I don't know, a large tractor, a business, and them saying, hey, because of those profits and somebody over here, whatever they did, well, anyways, they need a cut of it and they're going to need you to give it to them. Just take it right out of your pocket. And they want the courts and them to give it to them willingly, or the courts to order that they give it to them. Civil forfeiture will always be theft, in my opinion, and never will I see it otherwise. That's the court being the strong man and taking your goods. Oh, I just messed up. I got to come back here. I just closed one of, guys, sorry about that one. Hit the wrong button. I got a little happy. Now let's get back to it. This one, what do you guys think? Yeah, I'll hurry before Trump speaks. Saudi company draws unlimited Arizona groundwater to grow alfalfa amid a drought. They are deep wells in Arizona so that they can grow massive amounts of alfalfa to ship back to Saudi Arabia, which doesn't have water. So they are sucking the groundwater out of Arizona to send out of country, guys. It is, I don't even know who thought this was a good idea. Who in the government thought it was a good idea to even allow this to happen? especially when they keep telling us that we're all short water and we're all going to die because we can't have water, and they need to privatize it into their hands so they can trickle it out to us. Sounds like a dystopian film to me. All right, let me fix those and then get on with more news. In depth, first smart gun with fingerprint unlocking hits the market. I just wanted you guys' thoughts on this one. A handgun that requires it recognize your fingerprint. Sounds like a really cool idea. My problem is, are they going to try to force it to be Bluetooth so they can shut it off? They can have a kill switch so you can't use your handgun. Is it going to work when you are in a threatened position? Somebody's breaking into your house. You're just putting on, I don't know, you're just putting on your face cream if you're a lady or a guy. I don't know. Heck, today's world, maybe you're Dylan Mulvaney and you got makeup on your finger and now the gun won't recognize your fingerprint and then you're dead. I don't know. I just see so many problems with this one. I could be wrong. Technology may be phenomenal, but to me, it is a little scary. Yeah, I'm with NTV Texan. And I'm just reading through. So yeah, no, thank you in my book. All right, let's keep running real quickly. UN report aims to globally decriminalize sex with minors, prostitution, and more. We're talking like hard drugs, you name it, everything. Let's do it away using drugs, alcohol, pregnant, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I honestly, guys, when I first saw you guys sharing some of these stories from some of the alternate news sites, I was like, yeah, this is just fear mongering. This is just crap. And then I ran across it in the Epic Times today. They ran released a story penned late last night, I believe it was. This is real. They think that they should legalize because there are a lot of people in jail for these things around the world. You name it. So what they should do is just decriminalize it completely. I mean, they're just expressing themselves sexually when they have sex, unwilling sex with minors. Not that a minor can give you consent, in my opinion. I mean, you could maybe argue 16, 17 if they're 20. I mean, maybe. But no, that's not what they're talking about at all. They are literally the UN pushing for legalization of pedophilia. I mean, I don't even know how to go in this one. I don't even know, is this part of the movie? Is this where they are trying to shock me and wake me up? Or is this the part where everybody grabs their pitchfork and their torch and they go after these folks and they rip down their houses and rip down their halls? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't see how this is going to end well if the UN wants to push anything like that. Because for me, it's all about the children and the next generation. World's gone. I mean, I'm still sitting in here in disbelief that this was even a real article. And it is. And I started doing a deep dive and I continue to do deep dives and I keep finding more on it. I mean, this is legitimate. They really believe that it is okay and it should be legalized or just decriminalized. All right, wait. We're getting an update. Let's see. Movie project. I'm Extreme Movie needs more video uploads. Yeah, I announced that very first thing, Jay. Trying to get people on board this weekend. Guys, if you are volunteering at a food pantry, if you are volunteering at your church, if you're cleaning up a neighborhood, if you're a trucker, anything, take the time, preferably on a cell phone or that type, so that the video is upright. It'll make it easier for them so that we can also turn them into TikToks. We aim to make a massive difference in the coming days in how the world views this community, communities like it, the community out there that wants a better future generation for everybody. All right, let me keep going. Only have two more. Man, has it hit. Actually, no, we can back up here. We've got three more to hit on. Some huge developments on the Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. Where do we go? Man, this is going to be fun. I'm just going to dive in. Ex-CIA official, Biden campaign behind letter framing Hunter Biden laptop story as Russian disinformation. So it appears Blinken leaned on folks to drop it. He leaned on people in the intelligence community because they were afraid Trump might win that last one. So they leaned on him to, even though they had not seen any of the footage, they've not seen the evidence, or many of them had it, they just refused to look. So they coerced them into not telling the truth. And this is part of what one of the whistleblowers is. So now we have a couple of whistleblowers. We now have whistleblowers that are willing to testify that they were leaned on by Blinken to bury it or to create a false narrative story about the laptop being Russian misinformation. They were leaned on. One of them offered the very first one they leaned on was offered a promotion if they would lie and say that it was just most likely Russian misinformation. Yeah, I don't want to tell you what I think too much, or this channel will be down for a week or two as well. So let's keep going on this one. It gets better. Let's stick to just the facts as we know them right now. How could we not impeach Biden? GOP representative rips bombshell report over Hunter laptop. This is more of that same story, making the news. And then we're going to go over here. Ex-CIA chief helped organize 2020 disinformation letter. Guys, these are huge. And it appears that Garland leaned on them. So what do we have just in the last 2 days? We've got this one. We have the IRS story. Well, and this week we have the IRS story where there is an IRS agent that says the Department of Justice leaned as to not share the story, to bury the investigation, even though they have had the information. They knew he was guilty of tax evasion and moving money from other countries using his father's name for the last 5 years, and they buried it that long. Now they have whistleblowers coming out on multiple fronts. What do you think? How do you think it's going to play out? Are we going to see Biden step away? Is this the white hat movement that we keep waiting for? Curious what you guys think. Hello, MJ Bow Hunter, winkin' blinkin'. Silver Moon, I do believe you will be able to exchange in New Zealand. I've been told very expressly that you guys are included in it. I would not be worried at this point that you will get instructions as well. If not, we'll come scoop you up. Bulldog, can you check? Can you get me Yuan shadow ban from the original channel? It's been that way for Bulldog. Is it the exact same one that you are using right now? Guys, I cannot check on anybody at all unless you give me your exact handle that you use and send me an email. That way I can just copy and post your exact handle and see if there's anything I can do. Yeah, right. Get the third channel. No, we will just move on. I've got a couple other platforms ready. We would just leave YouTube altogether. Any thoughts on how? No, I wish I knew what to tell you on the MedBed side. I keep being told they will give us instructions at the time of exchange. I hope that's accurate, guys. My banking folks are completely in the dark on MedBeds. Let's see. My guess on the H. Biden story is we'll all lose YouTube channels just for mentioning. It's going to be a tough time just because many of the stories I'm mentioning over the last few days, Fox News, too big for them to get rid of. Fox News. We have shared some CNN stories, some MSNBC stories on Biden, and it's not looking good. I mean, they're even carrying the stories now in what we call what they call mainstream press. I think we can mention it. We just have to be very careful not to mention that it may have affected something that happened roughly 2.5 years ago. In other words, we can't say it had any effect on it, even though Time Magazine ran an article on it saying that they pulled off the great coup by controlling all the information, by working together, leaning on everybody, how mainstream media came together to censor the news and only share what they thought you should have so that they could change the outcome of it. Even though they've already admitted to it in print, we can't discuss it. We can't say that it did or didn't. No, we have to say it was the best thing ever that happened and it was perfectly legitimate. Otherwise, you get in trouble. Canadian banks, RBC and Royal Bank of Canada and Scotia, I think is what I was told. Pretty certain that's correct. All right, guys, I'm calling it a day so I can go listen to Trump. Back in the morning, remember the first 30 minutes, 10 a.m. Eastern, first 30 minutes will be with the CBD Gurus. News will start 10:30 roughly. Could be 1 to 2 minutes off that. Don't get your underwear in a bunch if it is 10:32 before we get to the news, guys. All right, that's it. I'm getting out of here. Your phone watches you, but who's watching? Gotta love you guys are just not right, and I like it. Mike, I Miss Steffi, we've emailed back and forth. She's been awfully busy, but she is good. We emailed back and forth just earlier today. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, mods. Happy birthday to all. And good night. Wait, good day. We'll do the Paul Harvey one. You're welcome, guys.